Hello, hello, Jesse's back. I just wanted to do a Diablo focused video for you. Going to talk about the various avenues in which you can play the Diablo franchise. And this is in order of the release date of the season. You know I'm a big ARPG guy. I love a season reset. It's my favorite time of any gaming experience, is that first weekend, the first 48 hours where everyone starts at level 1 and everyone's just fighting, trying to get as far as you can, as fast as you can. It is chef's kiss in gaming. I just love a good ladder reset. So with that said, I'm going to talk about the Diablo franchise specifically, starting with Diablo 2 Resurrected, because it actually is only 9 days away. We are closing in on the Thursday reset. It's Thursday evening. If you're interested in doing the Diablo 2 Resurrected reset, I recommend you take a look at the notes that they've added. They've added some rune words. They've added a little bit more support for some of the lesser played archetypes. I think I see some druid focused rune words in here, as well as some assassin focused rune words, specifically the if you're actually trying to not lay traps on the ground as an assassin, which I don't know why you would, but if you want to, dragon tail kick them, whatever. I'm encouraged by this. The only note that I really put on here is that I'm encouraged by the continued support. I guess I'm not surprised. I think Diablo 2 Resurrected garnered a lot of support and attention, a lot of excited people. I myself have not dedicated fully to Diablo 2 Resurrected. I'll certainly play here and there, and I have a couple of accounts that I'll pop in and maybe run some keys with a sorceress, but it is not a game that I consume all of my hours with because of what I'm about to share with you. So the very next week, Friday the 24th, is the Diablo 3 season reset. And it's shaping up to be the blowout final farewell season. Whatever you want to call it, it's shaping up to be, a huge kind of throw it all against the wall season, give the players everything, give them maximum player power, maximum quality of life. This is something else that encouraged me a lot. I've always liked Diablo 3, even during the dark days of the real money auction house. I thought that, it got a bit of a bad rap because, as with anything, when you follow up the greatest game of all time, you just will never live up to the hype. But, I'm really excited about leveling really quickly because, as anyone who does the reset knows, that first night, the first reset of Diablo 3, getting to level 70 is almost always the biggest pain in the ass. It's the most annoying part of the season. Then once you hit level 70, everything seems to smooth out a little bit, and the progression does feel really fun and rewarding. Well, the altar that they've introduced in this latest season, and you can read about it on the PTR notes, it gives you effectively a faster route to level 70, so I'd love to see that. Also, just with the player power that they're adding from the altar, I'm excited to do a 150 Greater Rift for the first time. So I don't like to play the meta builds when I play Diablo 3. And more importantly, I don't really grind in that game. I tend to just play a week, maybe 2 weeks, and then I drop it. But this time, just because of the extreme amount of player power that they're throwing at us, I do expect to hit my first GR 150. The fact that it would be my first means I'm actually a relative novice in Diablo 3. I've played a lot of seasons, but I haven't played every build and every class. And I think I'm excited. I really am building up some excitement for this season. I am still a little annoyed, and I had to make a note about this. I talk about this in Path of Exile a little bit as well. I'm annoyed that there are certain things where you feel forced to do group play if you want the absolute maximum experience. And when I say that, I mean, if you want the most value for your time and you want the least amount of grind and the most amount of reward, you have to be in a party. The party play rewards are skewed extremely in the favor of the party, and that's similar to a lot of Path of Exile's problems, specifically with leveling. We're not talking about that in this video, but it's worth noting that I think that's one thing that Diablo 3 lacks. I wish that they had a SSF mode, because I would absolutely play it. The only reason I don't play SSF in Path of Exile is for trading, and you can't trade in Diablo 3, so vis-a-vis, I would love SSF in Diablo 3. Doesn't matter. Point is, I'm excited, and that season reset is Friday the 24th. The next reset after that is the SlashDiablo reset. This is really the reason I don't play Diablo 2 Resurrected. I love SlashDiablo. I've been a part of it since 2011, which is a long time. You know, that's like around the year that Diablo 3 came out, just to give you some perspective on how old this group is. 2011 is wrong. I think I probably joined in 2012 or 2013. Regardless, this started as a small group of people who hosted a private server, one single server, and they just had a Reddit. And, you know, if you happen to stumble upon it, and you could join their server, and that was all there was to it. Well, now it's grown, and I love the direction it's gone. There is a holy grail in the SlashDiablo, and we can actually, not much to say here, but we can close out. So there's a holy grail in the SlashDiablo tied to your account. I'm excited about trying to make more progress on the grail. I'm excited about it. It's March 3rd. That's the very next weekend. And then finally, Diablo 4. So this is all the way in the summer, all the way in June. I think early access is Friday the 2nd, with the actual release being that Tuesday. But I haven't really dug into this yet, and I'm kind of excited just by the prospect of digging in to anytime a new RPG jumps on the scene, similar to Torchlight Infinite. I love to just dig in and put a lot of time and thought into it and try to compare it to my past experiences of, well, how does this compare and contrast with the Path of Exiles or the Diablos 2s and 3s, and, you know, so I'm excited about it. I know for a fact that I'm going to play it. I know for a fact there's going to be all kinds of opinions coming out about it. I do expect to be, yes, yet another person who does more opinion pieces on the design choices. I just think action RPGs are interesting. I think that's an interesting design space. So yeah, that's kind of all there is for this video. I know this wasn't like some super long, intricate, detailed video. Just wanted to talk about those dates. These are falling in back-to-back weekends. So for me, that means my, you know, I've got upcoming weekends in February and then in March where I know exactly what I'm going to be doing. So I'm very excited about it. That's all for the video. Drink water and floss.